Arigato and dou atishimaste means thank you and welcome in Japanese. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to teach you how to let go. They say letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. Last time I told you happiness is our natural state of mind, a mind filled with peace, inner joy, inner balance. That's our natural state. Remember, letting go is a process you have to learn. At the same time, it's a choice. Only you can change your life. No one can do it for you. Talking about choices, one of the most incredible gifts God has given you is the gift of choice. The fact that you have your moral compass, that is your conscience, your independent will, your creative imagination, your self awareness, they give you the ultimate power and the freedom to choose, to change, and even respond. You see, we human beings are responsible for everything about our lives, our circumstances. We are the creative force of our life by the choices we make each and every single day. Unless we ensure our choices are aligned with what is right, our lives always end up where we don't want it to be. According to Robert Foster, he said, your life is a sum result of all your choices, both consciously and unconsciously. If you can control the process of choosing, you can take control of all aspects of your life. And you can find freedom that comes by being in charge of yourself. Now, something about also choices is deep below the choices we have our perceptions, the way we see the world, the lenses through which we see the world. You see, we don't see the world at ease as the reality. We see the world as who we are, and our perceptions define who we are, and they're the ones that base our choices. And unless you go deep to your subconscious mind and re-engineer your perceptions, the way you see things, you still end up making the wrong choices. Now, when you talk about conscious and subconscious mind, there's a concept I need you to understand. You have two minds. It's called duality of the mind. You have conscious and subconscious mind. Your conscious mind has is like your operating mind, is like your commander. And your subconscious mind is your servant. It gets command. It doesn't question. A good analogy to understand the two is like the garden and the gardener. You see, the garden doesn't tell you don't plant weed. Whatever you plant, it grows. But understand one thing, there's a process. Even if the gardener goes and stand with the seed, he doesn't plant it, it won't grow. Or he doesn't obey the process, he doesn't water the seed, it won't grow. The same case between our conscious and subconscious mind, there's a communication that must follow. Sometimes we don't go deep in understanding this concept. I know it's complicated. The difference between conscious and subconscious mind is our subconscious mind controls the vital functions of our body. We're talking about our breathing, our heartbeat, how food is digested, and even maintain balance of chemicals among billions of cells in your body. It maintains your body temperature. It controls your comfort zones, your behaviors, your thinking, your habits. It's the seat and the heart of almost everything in your life. But this subconscious mind has some challenges or limitations. One of the biggest challenges about our subconscious mind is it can't differentiate fake and real. Sometimes they say it can't differentiate imagined and reality. And that's why sometimes if you are alone somewhere and you think there's a creature somewhere or you're fearing something, you'll find yourself sweating. Not because in reality there isn't anything, but your subconscious mind can't differentiate because that's the thought you're giving in. And so, with your emotionalized thoughts, which are consistent, your habits of thinking, desires, hopes. Your subconscious works day and night to make sure they come into life. Now, another concept about subconscious mind you need to understand is there are few languages it can only understand from the conscious. One is mental pictures, visualization. Two is emotions. So it doesn't understand logic, abstract. Even you sit there for the whole day, your subconscious might not get it. So it don't tell whether what you want is wrong or right. Let me give it into this perspective. Assume you're thinking, I desperately need money, and you feel frustrated. Your subconscious mind doesn't understand the concept that you need money. It gets a frustration because it has an emotion attachment out of it and brings life to more desperation. And that's how the subconscious mind works. But it's a very deep concept about the subconscious mind, which you can do it today. But the fact I wanted you to understand is whatever conscious mind focuses with emotions, the subconscious mind brings to life. Another analogy for you to understand, when you sleep, your conscious mind sleeps, but your subconscious mind doesn't sleep. But how do you get dreams? Because if you have fear thoughts within your subconscious mind, how they come to you, you dream. So they don't come in a logic form. So your subconscious mind creates mental pictures for you to understand. And that's why you have dreams of a lion chasing you. Because it's trying to communicate that there's fear, but because it can't put it in logic form to you, it will create mental pictures. The same concept, your subconscious mind doesn't understand logic. Now, back to our letting go. Without few knowledge about conscious and subconscious and choice. Now, according to Suzuki, he said, leave your front door open, your back door open, let thought come and go, but don't serve them tea. Let me repeat. Leave your open door open, your back door open. Let thoughts come and go, but don't serve them tea. What does it mean? When thoughts comes to your mind, the minute you focus on them, you give them energy. Doesn't matter what you're doing to them. Even if you're trying to avoid a negative thought, you're focusing on it. Just don't do anything. Don't feel them, don't judge them, don't force them out. Just observe them. They'll fade and vanish because there's no attention, there's no emotion. So, what happens to us? Why are we unable to let go? Because anytime we get a negative emotion, a negative thought, the first thing we do is try to replace it with a positive one and trying to avoid it. And the more you avoid, the more desperate you become. And that's the attention you're giving to a thought. So, don't do anything. Just observe the thought, let it vanish, fade, and goes away. And it's something you have to try every single day. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time. Bye.